This is the last verse. We don't just talk, we question because we want answers. And today, we talk about the son of Crenshaw, a man that did so much for his community. And as we talk about the celebration, we also have to talk about the interrogation as we talk about the life of Nipsey Hussle on Silence. I'm your host, Romeo Mastin. I have my guest with me today, of course, my brother DJ from the Goodfellas, legendary Goodfellas. Yeah. Power 106.935 K-Day, so much more. Successful, you can check out on Fox Soul TV doing their thing. And also as my co-host on 935 K-Day's morning show. So here we are talking about a man that ran his block, did so much for his city, and in his own city is where he lost his life, Nipsey Hussle. So, you know, how do you build a block up like that only to be taken away in that same space?
Man, this is still heavy on me, like, because I know how much he did for the city. Mm-hmm. I know when we got a chance to interview him, his lifestyle and what it meant to him to help people.
Yeah. Right.
But at the same time, he wanted to work hard to get everything. He didn't want anybody to give him anything.
Oh, no.
He earned everything. The guy was a genius with computers. I mean, there were so many things that are untapped with Nipsey. But for what we saw, I'm like, all he ever did was give and stay 10 toes down.
I was going to say, and ultimately that kind of led to his demise in a sense, if you think. You know, it's unfortunate. You try to give back and do so much for the community. You try to be one with the people, but at the same time, people are always watching you. Somebody's always wanting to be in your spot, be in your place, and, you know, not having security at that, you know, tragic moment.
And I'm glad you brought up the point where he wanted to get it himself, DJ. And the reason why, I remember Snoop Dogg and them reached out to him. Dr. Dre, they were calling him to play a role, to play Snoop.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he said, no disrespect, Snoop Dogg, but I can't play you because I just have to be me. I want to be me. I don't want to be stamped as that's the guy that plays Snoop. So was this personal? You know, was this a vendetta out to get him in his own community?
It was totally personal. It was totally personal. I just truly believe that this has nothing to do but with something that was a personal vendetta for him. Mm-hmm. Somebody had it out for him.
It's no secret Nipsey Hussle was part of the Rolling 60s, right?
Yeah.
So we know that was part of his history. But in that same community, he was part of the Rolling 60s. He was trying to uplift and do amazing things. So you wonder, how can it happen in your own backyard?
Strategy, man. I mean, because you heard that they met before, you know, he went out front and the situation happened. They shook hands. He told him that, yo, bro, you a snitch, da-da-da. You know, there were some words exchanged. Words
We do know that.
Yeah. So they had a word of exchange, and then they supposedly made peace, shook hands, and then they walked away.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
This could have definitely been something that was plotted for a while and finally just had the opportunity.
So with all that being said, I mean, Nipsey was all about the marathon, and we want to make sure the marathon continues. So, hey, is the marathon going to come to an end? Most definitely not. It's not going to do that. I mean, we see what Black Sam's doing, right?
Yeah.
We know they closed down the store, but now they're opening up Marathon Burgers, not only on Melrose,
but the one on Venice Beach,
right. So they're trying to keep pushing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we love that fact, but still the question has to be answered. It was on a Sunday, a day he normally does not go up to the shop, and he never really travels alone when he does that.
Yeah.
But he happened to be taking someone that was in a time of need to go ahead and clothe this dude, put some clothes on this dude's back, but while he was there, he encountered this situation. With all that being said, we know this. The last hours, minutes, and seconds, Nipsey Hussle was devastating to not just the hip-hop community, but to the world and to his own community, because he wanted to give back and continue to give back. So we can only hope, or some may say the marathon ends, that through Black Sam and his family, that the marathon will somehow continue. I'm your host, Romeo Mastin, and this is Silence.